Greetings from the home office of the Washington State Golf Association. My name is Tom Cade. I'm Senior Director of Communications here at the WSGA. And joining me again is Senior Director of Rules and Competitions, Scotty Croftmell, Manager of Rules and Competitions, Derek Weidman, and Assistant Manager of Rules and Competitions, Jonathan Brodeen. We are deep in the heart of December here, and baseball, as you know, has their hot stove league. So I'm thinking maybe we might have that here too. In fact, just to kind of get it started, we took Scotty's cabinet here and set it on fire. And we've been roasting marshmallows and having hot chocolate, so it's been good. We haven't told Troy Andrew yet, our executive director, that we've done this, but we figured it's always better to ask for forgiveness later.
Pass the dogs, Derek.
It's got that great Christmas cedar smell.
Yeah, nice.
That's Scotty's potpourri, actually.
It's potpourri, a nice early Christmas gift. It is the off season, and sometimes people think, well, it's the off season here in the Northwest, you must not be doing anything. Well, we're already laying the foundation for next year. For these guys choosing championship venues, negotiating contracts, gearing up for volunteers, so all kinds of stuff going on all the time. But what we thought we'd do today is just kind of talk a little bit about some experiences that we had on the road, some experiences we had in the office. Derek is looking at me with a smile and a grin. I think he's ready to go. I think he's got a great idea. Ready.
My favorite story of the year came at the WSGA Men's Amateur at Eagles Pride Golf Course, the joint base, Lewis McCord, working with head golf professional Eric Bowen. Eric was previously at the home course, so I guess know him a little bit there, and he's always a lot of fun to work with, always very accommodating. He came up with the idea of having Staff Sergeant David Saddlemeyer, who actually carries a single-digit handicap out there, and tending the 18th hole flag as the players came through, finishing their final round. Here's a guy that's served 12 years. He's done tours in Iraq, Kosovo, Cuba, and Macedonia, and to have him out there volunteering his time for the game of golf, watching the guys come off the course and shake his hand and think, and that was a unique experience and a special one for me. I think the players really felt the same way.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What else happened there other than Chris Williams winning by 10?
Other than Chris Williams winning by 10, Nick Morelia shooting final round 67.
Okay. Scotty, what happened this year?
My favorite story, it'd have to be playing golf with Jonathan and Jeffrey, our intern. And, I knew this was coming. 10th hole, Jonathan tees off, and it hits a tree about 40 yards in front of us, bounces over our heads behind us across a road, over the heads of a couple on the putting green and behind the golf shop. Jeffrey and I are trying not to laugh. Jonathan looks at me and says, "Is that out of bounds?" So we tried not to laugh. He re-teed. And, just remember driving off. Jeffrey was in another cart, and he looked at me and said, "That's going to hurt the old driving distance average."
Anytime you have a negative number on driving distance.
Yeah, not good. We don't get to get out and play golf very much. That was one of the couple times this year, so that was fun. And, one of the all-time greatest shots.
Nice.
Thanks for that. Yeah, you bet.
So, Jonathan, was that one of your best memories this year?
Oh, I don't remember that happening.
Okay.
But my memory, so our first trip was over to Palouse Ridge over in Pullman for the senior men's best ball. What I remember pretty vividly of that was 35-mile-per-hour winds for about 3 days straight, and had a near-death experience on the first tee. We had staked down the tents. The wind got so bad that it lifted up the tent as I was under it and slammed it back down and broke off a chunk of the tent right beside me. And I thought, what have I got myself into here? It's been a great year for me. I've really enjoyed the road with these guys and seeing some new clubs that I have heard a lot about and haven't really been able to see or step foot on. I was just thinking about your wind story, about some of the weather we had this year. It's always interesting. I know, trying to think of the worst we had. Worst was probably with you, Derek, down the road here, huh?
Yeah, Twin Lakes, the Washington State parent-child. So I've been here for 4 years, and it was the first lightning storm I had seen in western Washington. It poured rain, and it thundered and lightning all morning. Thankfully, we just had the Doppler up, and we're scanning the radar, had to delay play for a couple hours. Storm went through fast, we got the players out there and finished out.
We had the fog delay for the senior men's amateur.
home course, too, that delayed play for a couple hours. And never seen Tom Brandis play that fast in my life at the end of that, trying to get that round in.
My memory, I didn't attend every championship this year, but I do remember this from the senior women's amateur at Rainier with Yasui Alkins, who won the senior women's. And we were thinking of asking her to be interviewed after, and I didn't know that she never did this. And I know that she had a lot of hesitation about it, but she wanted to do it. And we gave her all kinds of outs for not doing it, but she really wanted to do it. She kind of hemmed and hawed once the camera was on, and we had to start and stop a couple of times. And I think there was some magic done in the editing room, but she did pretty well at the end of the day. So that was pretty good, and she obviously won that event.
Yeah, talking about starting and stopping interviews, we do. Seems like we started and stopped every one that we did out there this year. We're getting better, though. Those are nice, and those are still all up on the website, so people can go look at those.
Yeah, go to the homepage of the WSGA, thewsga.org. At the top of the homepage, the link that just says videos. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. You'll see all the videos from the year.
Kind of switching tracks a little bit, but we talked about the website. I thought tell everyone what we've been doing on the website. But obviously, the WSGA site's fairly new within the last couple months, and that's a lot of what our department's been doing this off season is really trying to update the information that we share on there, and obviously not just the site selection, but Derek, maybe talk about a little bit what you're doing, and Jonathan, you too, what you did, because we've got some nice new things on there.
Yeah, with the Washington State website, Abel Smith, our web developer, been doing an awesome job with the content. And what we've done is updated our 2013 schedule, championship sites, and individual home pages for each one of those, as well as created a championship policy. So now players can go and actually print off the policies and see them online before they get to the championships. A lot of questions that players have can be answered right there on the website just by a little bit of investigation right there on the championship homepage.
Nice. And the new, with their points list, kind of exciting, something we've been looking at doing for a few years that you finally implemented, Jonathan. Maybe talk about that.
Yeah, I think we wanted to shift it to kind of a more interactive, more organized format on that page instead of using PDFs. You can go to that page now, the performance points list page, and you can see the standings for each category right there, and just a widget that Abel put onto that page. And it's just a little bit more, like I said, it's more interactive, gives a little bit more information, and I think it's just a sharper presentation of the points list. The USGA state team standings are up currently. Those have been updated, and then we'll be rolling out the rest of the points lists early next year as we start to get closer to the championship season. So,
yeah, nice. That's exciting. We've been looking at doing that. It's a nice touch.
Just real quickly, Scotty, for the first event of the WSGA Winter Series, what's the date of that event and where it's going to be?
Yeah, January 25th. It's a Friday down at the home course. So all our courses are, I think, great this year, and we've got some good winter courses in there too, which is nice in case we do get some of that rain coming down. But that is a individual Stableford. You can pick your own group, so if you've got some friends that want to play, you can play together. It's an individual event, but pick your own groups. It'll be a 10 o'clock shotgun start.
What's the deadline for entering?
Deadline is just outside a week before, so they've got until the 17th to register for that.
Okay, you can do it online, right?
Yeah, it's all online. Open December 1st, and I just looked. We're up to just about 20 players already, so room for up to 100 more, but they start to fill fast after the new year. Season-long points list sponsored by Pets Golf Superstores. Kind of encourages players to play in more than one or all of them. You get participation points for signing up and points based on gross and net finish. Kind of a season-long points list for some merchandise at their stores. So very nice.
All right. Just real briefly, I'll say that I did play Chambers Bay a few days ago on Monday. I played with General Manager there, Matt Allen, and also Danny Sink, who is the Championship Director for the USGA, is on site now for the U.S. Open. The lead up there. They come on site that early. He'll be here 2.5 years. And he just came off work at the Olympic Club. Anyway, this was his first day playing playing the course. It was pretty cool to see him out there poking around. And he and Matt had a kind of friendly match going. They were talking trash the whole time. It was a lot of fun to see. And they both hit the ball a long way. We got to see a lot of the changes that the course has been going under over the last year, renovations. And there's just one hole left being worked on right now. And that's hole number 8, par 5. And they've kind of shaved into the left hillside. I don't know if you're familiar with the course there, but there's a big embankment on the left side of the fairway. They cut into that and kind of level the fairway as we go up to the green. So they're playing the temporary green on that hole right now, but that'll be open early spring.
So what were his first impressions of seeing the course for the first time?
Well, he had seen it on TV. He, of course, watched the U.S. Amateur that was held in 2010. He was pretty impressed. His whole job is, as he says, is outside the ropes. So he's in charge of gallery movement, getting people onto the course, getting spectators on, getting them off, where the ambulance is going to be parked, all that stuff is what he's in charge of. So when we're walking through the course, he just kind of talking to himself. He said, "Oh, over there, there's going to be a grandstand. Over there's going to be a concession stand." But he told us a lot about where the merchandise tents are going to be, which is going to be the big meadow area to the south of the 18th green.
Yeah, we're talking about the State Am, right?
Yeah, that's the U.S. Open. Yeah. Actually, talking about the State Am, Matt Allen did reiterate again. He wants to have a media day for that, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Leading up to that, he asked specifically when the dates of the qualifiers are going to be held, and I told him June 5th and 6th at Gold Mountain and Wine Valley, respectively. And he wants to have that media day before those qualifying days because he wants to get some buzz going for entries into the qualifiers, which is a pretty smart idea. So we're probably looking at a media day for that Washington State Amateur probably in early May.
All right.
We don't have a date set yet, but that's what we're looking at.
A lot of people are probably excited to sign up for that. Just a reminder, March 1st, all championship entries go live. I guess with the exception of the Champion of Champions, that'll open January 1st. You won a club championship at your club in the last 2 years or some other qualifications, anything on our points list, you're eligible for that, so check the website. It's a fun event at the home course to kind of kick off the season.
Thanks, guys. Again, you can visit our website at thewsga.org or contact the Championship Department with questions at 1-800-643-6410 or just email questions to the Championship Department at championships@thewsga.org. Until next time, have a great holiday season. I'm Tom Cade, Scotty Crothmell, Derek Wideman, John Kirby, and Shane. We'll be here again, serving our members and protecting